Guys, welcome. Today is a episode you guys didn't expect us to do. It's not really a Lock Talk episode, but more as just like we're gonna do a VOD review of you guys know that we have been, oh man, it's not the good one. I've been playing a lot of RLP with my partners, which I will hit up right now. Yeah, guys, we are going to go over, we're gonna go over my VODs for RLP. Okay, I have been playing RLP for a couple weeks, a week or two now. I'm hard stuck comfortably 1700. I haven't really done a lot of research into it. I had a couple meetings with the homies, but we've been trying to schedule a time for us to do this. And this is the time to do it. So I'm going to go through my VODs and see if I have any of those RLP games. And then, yeah, welcome back, my friend. I think I have one here. We're looking for RLP 3's games where we are, and we're just going to go over it. We're going to do a lot of pausing back and forth and good looking at it all. It's really niche. It's going to help the people playing RLP. RLP is a popular comp. We'll get a good opinion on what we think about it. We'll have a few episodes where today is going to be RLP. The next one will be WLD. Then we can go over Turbo. I mean, whatever. Not Turbo Cleat, but all the main lot comps, right? So it should be fun. I'm actually very excited for it. The first thing, I guess, do we want to touch on any gearing, or do you want to go straight into the 3's and have separate thing for gearing? I guess I have your BiS, right? I think I have your BiS.
I think you do, yeah. I released on the Lock Discord today as well. I released the Season 4 BiS.
Is this it right here? Oh, I think this got from Channel, actually.
I think you probably have. Let's see. No, that's a Season 3 BiS. And it looks...
Oh, yeah, okay, cool, yeah.
Much, yeah. But I mean, generally speaking, as a lock... Yeah. As a lock, you can't really go wrong with full PvP, right? Like full PvP is strong. Then you obviously have, yeah, that's the tank, like the tanky build I did.
Yeah. Well, this is also 4, right, or 5?
This is like this. Yeah, this is if you have access to PvE gear, this is what you can do.
Okay. I guess we just use this and we'll just fit in what we need. What changes here? Nothing. You got Hex. This is good. Except for this Alliance one, right? We need that Horde, baby. We need that Horde of the Medallion of the Horde. I don't want no Alliance one there. Okay, so is this the Haste Neck? No, it's not. So you do use Haste Neck.
You should, yeah, Haste Neck should be used, yes, because it's just so. If you look at the amount of haste you get compared to like the stats you lose, it's just worth it. Straight up.
All right, so I'm just gonna start. We're going over, like I said, I want to show. This is the gear. This is what we want for Abyss. In terms of RLP, I want to talk about VST. I guess we can talk about that. Are you using VST? I guess what comps would you use VST more than anything?
As RLP, I'd never use VST. It's not worth. As stuff like RLD and WLD, if you play like Lock Druid 2s, I think it's worth to play Void Star. But when you play something as aggressive as RLP, like Hex Shrunken is so much stronger, so much stronger. But I mean, if you're a bit scared about like controlling pet and stuff, and you just want it to be a bit easier, then VST is a good go-to option. But if you're playing something like RLP, Disc Priest Lock in 2s, for example, Rogue Lock in 2s, like Hex Shrunken it is a lot better, straight up.
Okay. So my camera just broke, actually. I don't know what's wrong with it. So everything's still working, right? I'm frozen, so I'm just gonna cover up my face and we're gonna keep talking.
You're still frozen. Yeah, but I can still hear and shit. So
yeah, you're fine. You don't need my face. I'm ugly. All right, continue.
And
Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, and then we have like Seal of Dancelar is still good, and Seal of Dancelar will keep being good in Season 4 because you don't really need in Season 4. You're not going to need the spell pen from the Season 3 ring, and the armor that you get from Seal of Dancelar is still so big. Like the 295 armor is insanely strong, so I'm still most likely going to be using that in Season 4 in my BiS. And then, I mean, outside of that, most of this is just like normal, full like honor gear and stuff. The only thing to really mention is boot enchant and meta gem.
Okay. Boot enchant and meta gem.
Yeah, because you can go 2 ways here. Okay. You can go sure-footed, which gives you 5% chance to resist all snares, roots, slows. It doesn't give you anything outside of that because you get melee hit, but that doesn't do anything for you. But if you do that, you need to go with the meta gem that gives you 12 spell damage and minor run speed, because you need minor run speed.
Okay, Swift Starfire Diamond. Okay, cool.
Yeah. But you can also go stun resist meta, either the 18 stam or the 14 spell power meta in the helm, and then go bore speed on boots.
What do you prefer? Is it comp based, or do you think generally to go more of the bracing and the sure-footed?
On private servers, and like when I play now, I always play sure-footed mainly, but like after seeing so many games, I think that the stun meta might actually be better because it seems slightly bugged. It seems to proc way more than it should. Like people resist stuns like crazy with the 5% stun meta, so I think that that's going to be my go-to.
And speaking for anybody who's an orc, do you think it's beneficial more because we're an orc to have it?
No, I think as orc is probably the other way around. The sure-footed is probably slightly better, but I think even on my orc, like in season 4, I think I'm swapping to the stun resist meta. But this is also like, this is not something to like go with whatever you like, because it doesn't really change that much. Because either you're gonna resist stuff or you're not gonna resist stuff. It's not really that big of a deal.
Okay. All right. Anything else before we skip on over? Oh, what about ever haste rings over the seal or one of these? Would you ever do that?
No. The haste, you never get. The issue that I have with haste generally is the fact that you never get enough in TBC as a log to the point where it's going to help you cast against something like a good rogue. If a good rogue is on you, if you have 7-8% haste, like you're still not going to be able to get fierce off.
Okay.
So in that sense, it's really not going to help you that much. You need to break like 15-20% haste before it starts doing something like a major thing. But you're never going to get that as a lock in TBC. It's impossible, because if you're going for 15-20% haste, you have like 10k HP in season 4 and you die instantly.
Cool. Okay, and then lastly, just for anybody who's wondering, I get this question a lot, and I'm not a big PvP guy. I'm a PvE Andy. Weapon, would you ever use TOC, and would you ever use Zardoom? I get asked a lot about Zardoom in 3's.
Zardoom, never. TOC I actually used because I got it super early. I got TOC on first week of tier 6, and that was also first week of season 3, which meant that since I got TOC, I could just completely ignore weapon, get all my armor first. But as soon as I have all the armor, I have the offhand, I have the wand, I will definitely go to the Spellblade because I prefer the resilience.
Okay, so if you have TOC or Zardoom, just go weapon last.
Yeah.
What about?
Yeah, but Zardoom you shouldn't be using because you need the offhand is too strong because of the spell penetration.
Yeah. Okay. What about if you don't have Zardoom or TOC, if you're just a PvP Andy, or you got like ZA Blade or something, would you say to go weapon, like kind of like in the order of gear that you would go? If you imagine somebody starting right now trying to catch up, because a lot of people, this like it's really trending right now is PvPing as a warlock. Do you think that a good route, like in terms of not PvP gear, obviously you do that yourself or honor gear, but what would you use your arena points? Like what kind of order are we talking here for arena points?
If you start right now, I'd first of all farm VGs to get honor to get your season 3 gear, like your off parts. Then use the rest of the honor to buy season 1 parts. Try and do tier 5 on a weekly basis, just to get the tokens. If you have the gold, or if you just soft reserve, because if you get tier 5, you can turn that in for season 2 gear, which is very, very, very strong. So if you have a split of season 1 armor and season 2 armor, what you want to do is your arena points should buy season 3 gear to cover the season 1 armor. And the reason why you do this over weapon is because the armor and the stamina you gain from armor is so big in season 3.
Perfect.
I'm
typing this as we know, so I don't miss anything.
Yeah, and you can get season 1 weapon, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I think you can get season 1 weapon from honor.
You can.
Which means you have a tier 4 equivalent weapon. And then you can do some Zulamans maybe to try and get the haste weapon. That could be worth using until you get season 3 too.
Okay.
But I wouldn't really. Just try and get a weapon with a lot of spell power on it.
Okay. And what order you spend in arena? Oh, and then get weapon last. You're saying. So we're gonna go arena points for armor to cover old season pieces due to stats and armor.
Actually, the very first piece always should be offhand. The spell pen offhand always. Every single time the offhand should be the first piece. My mistake there. I missed that one.
Okay, offhand. And then what about
Spellpen offhand?
Oh, go ahead.
First, yeah.
Spellpen offhand. Okay, perfect.
Yeah. The reason why I do that is because, for instance, when I got up man now, I had 3 Spellpen gems in my chest. When I got the Spellpen offhand, I could change my chest gems to 12 spell power and 20 resilience. So that the value of getting the Spellpen from the offhand is absolutely crazy, considering you can change 3 gems from Spellpen to 20 resilience and 12 spell damage.
Okay, cool. All right, I think that touches gearing. Let's talk about Spellpen. Usually people think you need 70, but what are you thinking? I'm heard it wrong. I got 82.
70, yes. 70, yes.
What do you think about that 82 for going a little bit more?
You can go for 80 as well, but like if you go for 70 and then you get the Spellpen wand to cover if you're facing anything else, I think that's fine.
Okay, I like it. When do you get wand? Actually, you didn't say. Is that super before weapon? I don't remember you mentioning it because I'm actually curious about wand.
Wand is super last. I don't think you said enough for it to be like worth it, honestly.
Okay. Because of Spellstone.
The main yeah, exactly. That's the main reason, because of Spellstone.
Yeah, because I like you. Well, I mean, I find myself putting on Spellstone and swapping out as soon as I use it, or if I'm not using it for a certain comp. Where right now I'm just using like my, that prismatic wand or whatever this one is. Which kind of, you know what I'm talking about, the TK one.
The issue with that is the fact that it has no stats, right? So you should probably try and get some one that that has a bit of stamina on it.
Ooh, good point. Well, yeah, that's what I was about wand. I want to get wand. What about old wands? Do you think it's worth to get an old wand, maybe?
I mean, if you're like, the Netherwing is actually good. Like, it's a good PP one.
Ooh,
one down.
Stamina, okay.
Yeah.
Shadow Labs, okay.
Yeah, cool. so that's an easy one to pick up, and it's very good.
I dig it. All right. Even like a season 1's pretty cheap for honor too. 12 res, 14. Okay. All right. I think we're good on gear.
Yep.
All right. Now for the fun stuff, boys. Okay. So, excuse my UI. I have now changed it, so I'm not using arena frames. So don't flame me for that. First game up. We're gonna skim down and look at games, whether it's win or loss. I guess we can look. Let me see. I don't know. Damn, bro, did I get any games in on this one? There we go. So this first one is, is that a meme comp? Is that a real comp? Do you want to go over these ones like this? What's more? Is that a real one? Rogue, Druid, Mage.
Rogue, Mage, Druid. It's a real comp. It's not like super meta, but it's still like it's a good comp.
Okay, I want to go to a meta. I want to go to one that's more of a Turbo Cleave. Yes, God, this is a, oh man, please be my savior. Okay, this is a Turbo Cleave match. I'm going to hide this while it does the prep. Okay. In terms of prep, I mean, just for people wondering how you do the prep.
Yeah, I mean, you just get imp and then you buff fire shield, unending breath, and detect enemies. So I did advise you to get a weak aura for fell armor as well, like next to your soul link. Yes, in case.
I do actually. I get told that a lot, and I really do need to do that. Thank you. That's a good idea. You can't hear music, but the volume is good. Yeah, okay. The music. If you pull your imp out before the arena starts, your imp will be out with you, or before you queue. Like when you queue and then the arena pops, you can pull your imp out, and he'll be out here for you. So you don't have to summon him. Yeah. And then you fire shit everybody, unending breath, and then the other one, detect invis on everybody. Put your soul well down. Make a spellstone. Put the spellstone on. What else we got? Pull the Voidwalker out. Fell armor yourself, and then you wait, and then you'll see the rest of it. Just for those wondering.
Yeah, at like 16-15 seconds, you start summoning Fell Hunter, and then you just sacrifice the Voidwalker for the shield.
There we go.
Just to give your teammate time to buff it as well.
And then I Shadow Word.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, on opener turbo cleave, baby. Let's take it away.
You should stay back here, and you should try and look for a sap, which you get. All right, you're going Warrior. That's good. I think, like generally, you just want to truck the Warrior as much as possible. Tongues on Shaman, very, very, very important.
So we're going Warrior here. So the goal is to go Warrior.
Yeah.
We're trying to just roll the tongues, the Shaman.
Mm-hmm.
And is this more of a? Are we trying to stop? It's not a mana fight, right? Because it's so fast. Are we trying to just make sure that the healer can't get healed? That he can't get healed?
Yes, exactly. Like this is. So if you go back slightly, like before you get charged, yeah, right here is fine. You fear there. It's like right now, if you pause right now, if I was you right there, like the steps you took there, I would be running away from the Warrior here to the left. Like I'd just be legging it to the other side.
Oh, out the gate you're talking about? Out the gate? Okay.
Yeah, because you don't want them to. The only time you die is when both of them connect. So you want to try and avoid that as much as you possibly can.
So right here on the opener, he's rushing me every time. This counts for both turbo cleave. The other one's with the enhanced shaman too, right?
Yeah.
So are we just clean to go up right on the Warrior right away?
Yeah, for sure. Like right here is very good on the Warrior.
Okay.
I think your priest actually shall repaint him. That's good. That's good. I like it. And right now, like this is also at the opener, you should use your Onuse. Or are you playing BST or are you using Onuse?
I am using Onuse now.
Yeah, Onuse. Yeah, you should use that instantly versus this.
And what about Blood Fury? Everything? I'm worried about Blood Fury because
as well. I use Blood Fury here as well. And just go ham. And then instead of this Fear, it should be Tungsten Shaman 100%.
Okay, Tungsten Shaman right away.
Yeah, and now instead of going to the right here, you should be going to the left away from the Warrior.
Okay, this is when I go left. All right.
Yeah,
what are you trying to do with this? Are you just trying to fear the ret? Just do anything? The priest should be trying to fear the ret while getting Tremor, I think, right?
Yeah, well, you can do against this as well. Because since it's the Resto Shaman, if you run, the Warrior isn't there, but the rogue keeps the Warrior in check, you have dots on him, you can now start dotting everything.
Okay.
If you start dotting everything, they have about maybe a minute until they're all dead. Because a Shaman can't heal it. It's impossible for Shaman to heal the damage.
Okay, especially with tongues on him.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just fucking up majorly right now. I'm in the middle of two melees. I should be going out.
The thing is, as soon as you get intercepted here, your priest has to PS you.
Okay.
Because this is too much damage on it. He gets Repentance. You should be dispelling this. I'm not sure if he's asking for it or if you're trying to do it.
Is it annoying that it's going slow, by the way? Do you want me to put like normal speed or anything?
Yeah, put it to normal speed. I'll tell you when to go back.
Okay.
You call the Shaman, which wasn't terrible. They go for the pet. Right here, yeah, okay, I like the Faldom. Okay, the Warrior's dead. Something I really like to do against Shamans, in 3's especially, because after an S, right? Mm-hmm. After they're an S, they have nothing to heal with outside of cast, right? Literally nothing.
Okay.
Which means that a lot of the time, I just use Coil to stop their casted heals. And I also use Spelllock from the pet into Faldom and Spelllock again.
Okay, so that time I coiled into a Spelllock. I need to do that more, the Feldom into another pet. Like, I gotta get better at that. I'm just so scared to do it because it's like, what if we don't kill it, right? And then, you know what I mean? I failed on it and they still get it off somehow. By the way, for anybody watching, I just got this totem record where you can click this. You don't have to click the totem. You can click these right here and it actually turns it, like it targets them. It's pretty cool. It's pretty handy to mouse over for your pet shit.
Yeah.
That was the easier of the turbo cleaves. That's the other one. Turbo cleave is the one. I don't know what this fight is right here. We're gonna find out.
Yeah, I mean with the rest of Shaman, it gets a bit easier because all you have to do is run for all eternity and never stop.
There we go.
All right, there we go.
RMP.
Rogue Mage Priest. I've never seen this comp before. What's this?
So, first before we get into it, what's the general strat for this for RLP specifically?
What RLP wants to do is go Priest.
Okay.
But this also depends a lot on how the opener goes, right? Yeah. So if you end up on the back foot in the opener, and then you start going priest, you lose because they are like the RMPs are going to run over you. So if you can't go on the priest because of a bad open or whatever, you want to go rogue just to peel him. But this is very much like a rogue fight more so than like a lock fight.
Okay.
Because it's up to the rogues to mirror cooldowns.
And then the ultimate question before, the palm, the whole stigma from multi-dotting and palm. What's your take on this? Some people say that it doesn't matter because we can dispel palm and my damage. It's just better to spread dots. But I mean, obviously the watch rogue, but you know what I mean. But what's your thoughts on priests and palms and stuff?
Generally, as RLP, I wouldn't multi-dot, like not as a general thing. But you shouldn't also, like if you have like a siphon life on the priest and you want to go rogue, you shouldn't let that be like, oh shit, he's gonna bounce palms, I'm never gonna dot the rogue.
Okay.
So, but I wouldn't like multi-dot. I don't think that's also this what you're doing right now, standing in the starting area. I think this is bad because you have paranoia, so you can go in.
Okay. Okay, and that's one thing. Sure this is older. This is like a week older, but we have played since then, and now, for example. Now when we start on this map, I always run out there right away and park my pet here and then run back. So my rogue can...
to be fair, I think RLP is such an offensive comp. I think like both you and Priest you have to rush the pillar. Pretty much versus everything.
What pillar? Rush the tomb?
Tomb, yeah. Tomb, sorry.
Oh, rush tomb, R&B. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because in here you can't line anything really, and you're just stuck eating fears and stuff.
Okay. I'm looking to tongues, mage, priest, and we're going rogue. This is usually what our strat is. I don't know if that's normal.
Yeah, this is good. No, this is good. I like it.
Damn, I got 2 loss of control things. I gotta fix that.
Yeah. All right, so right, like this game you just died way too fast. You should not be dying this quick, and I'm not. This isn't really your mistake as such. I think it's bad positioning for the team as a whole, and I think you just took way too much damage here. Okay. Let's see. Here he gets out of. Please gets out of that. He PSs you. You can full. You should trinket this kidney by the 100%.
That's what I was just gonna say. It's gonna sound stupid, but that's why we're here. How do I know when the trinket kidney? When I'm gonna die, obviously, but like sometimes I feel like there's been times when I've trinketed it. But then right when I trinket, I get a full heal, and then I'm down trinket, and then sit like a blind or something stupid.
It's kind of hard to tell, but right here, I think you get kidneyed soon. Right? Let's see. I mean, if you look at your HP right now, when you get kidneyed, I think look, like your HP right now, like you need to trinket this to even not die. Like, even with PS up, because you need to be able to somehow control a character, use health stone, like to try and do something, because right now you're basically just gonna die in this kidney. So a lot of it depends on HP, and a lot of it's just practice. But I think if an RMP goes hard on you, I think a general rule of thumb, if you don't feel super safe and your priest is like has you, I think like trinketing in the first kidney, you have to keep momentum. I think that's fine to begin with until you've had enough games where you know that I don't have to trinket this.
Okay. And then what is RMPs from the enemy side? What are they trying to do to our comp? They're going me. It seems kind of natural that they go me every time. It almost feels like it. Is that what they're like?
Most RMPs decide to go locks just because it's so easy for rogue to shut lockdown, which means that you don't have the fears and you don't have you don't have the annoyance of locks around like you have because if you go rogue, for example, you have the locks down and they would spam in tongues. You have the fears and all of that.
Okay, cool. There you go.
And a big part of why they can go lock is if you're playing with a really experienced rogue as roguelock priest, it's super hard for them to go lock. But generally speaking, most RMPs can go locks efficiently, just because the priest goes in, he cleans everything from your priest. And then if the mage still has CS up, your priest can't cast, and all he has is instance, which like renew gets dispelled, shield gets dispelled, and then you're sitting there just tanking rogue plus mage damage.
Okay. Cool. I'm going to the next one. Yeah, Michael. The rogue is the carrier of the team. He's the one that's more vocal. He knows what he's doing. They both were 2400 last season, and they just dragged me in there. So they're teaching me. Rogue just got double glaives last week too, so that'll be fun.
Oof.
Next game.
Yeah, I think generally though, like being stuck in the room is generally as a bad thing. Full stop. Like being stuck in the room is just not good.
This looks like fair. I don't know what this was actually. Arrows. I don't know. Is that rogue hunt? Rogue.
What is it? Rogue? Is it elemental or is it enhance?
Enhance, I think. No water showing it.
It's probably elemental or resto.
Yeah, the meme comps we don't really need to go over because they're like you never know when you're gonna get them, I guess. Right.
Yeah, and it's it's honestly not really worth going through because exactly.
What could that be? Could that be one of them?
Red Rogue Priest, I guess. I mean, Red Rogue Priest is not. It's not common, but it's still a comp for sure. But this is also, I'd say.
Yeah, just watch it and tell me what I can do better, I guess. Yeah. In these ones.
So right now they're going pretty like right now you're afraid of them on you, right? If you go back, like to the start when you start losing, if you look at it right now, as soon as your priest get a cheap shot, which is right, he goes back to the pillar now and gets a cheap shot right there. Right here, you need to realize that they're not going to you. So like right now you're saying if you look at your priest HP now and how much you're standing behind the pillar, I understand why you're standing behind the pillar, but look at his HP right now.
Health,
your priests.
Cool.
Yeah, but play the game and look at how long you're staying.
Oh, and I'm just over here hiding like a bitch. The whole time. Okay.
I understand why you did it because you're scared that they're gonna go you, but because now he has exposed. As soon as he gets exposed on the priest as well, and that's a good sign of they're gonna go like hard as fuck right now.
How did you know he put? Where's it
you see,
right. Well, I should know because the poison. Right there. Okay, cool. Okay, that's fucking nice to know. Okay. Cool. We're wondering how they died so fast. That makes so much sense because I could have peeled.
Yeah.
And in that situation, when you come out, I would just pop around the corner and fear rogue off healer, right, and then start my.
Yeah, fear rogue, or even coiling him on the cheap shot can be good because what happens if you if a rogue cheap shots your healer and you coil him, unless the priest knows it and says global so he can dispel him, right? Means that for the rogue to land a kidney after the cheap shot, he needs to trinket. If he does not trinket the coil, if you call a cheap shot, your healer is going to get globals through before he gets kidneyed, which is massive.
Okay.
It is so big.
And I should have my pet doing something instead of nothing the whole time. And also, is this a multi-dot situation? I'm going to ask it quite a few times.
No, you should be going on a specific target here. Okay. But this is also why it's because RLP is very focused on the rogue because you're not going to be killing stuff. Like you're putting dots on a target that your rogue will kill.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
It's a shotgun as well. It's not even a ret, I don't think. It's a shotgun.
What's the difference from a shotgun and a ret?
Shotgun is just spell power, and a ret is just melee, right?
Wait, what does the shotgun do to hit?
Shotgun is just holy shock, and then honestly, I don't even know what they do after that. But they do, if they crit, they do hella fucking like instant damage with wings. When we got the CC, it pops inside Gucci. There we go.
Cool. All right, let's get to see what this one is, bro. Appreciate this a lot, man. It's gonna help a lot of people out there. I hope. Get asked a lot, and I wish I had the answers, but I don't because I'm new to it too. Right? Ooh, WLD baby, yes. All right, general strat for WLD.
No, this is double healer, right?
Oh, I'm tripping. It's not even a lock in there.
Is it double healer warrior maybe?
Like I said, WLD, and there's literally not a lock in there.
So
is double healer warrior popular? I see you see double healer.
Double healer warrior is very, very popular.
Okay, so it's a good strat to go over. Right.
Yeah. I wonder if what you should be doing as well. As soon as this happens, right, you should target the priest from Gladi just to see the buffs he has on and what spec is and shit.
Okay. What do you do? Stop for a second. To find for rogues, Do you sit there, get to your spot in Hellfire, and like spam that stealth macro, or do you do something special to do it? Because I see some people find rogues a lot faster.
No, I spam the stealth macro, but the thing is, if like the most important thing is for your rogue to have paranoia, so he can run find the enemy stealth. So if your rogue is close to you and you get zapped, your rogue should see him every single time.
Okay, cool. All right, a little bit.
Versus this specific comp, I'd kill Warrior 100% with everything.
Warrior, okay.
Yeah.
It was confusing because they give him so much rage with it, right?
Yeah. Oh, wait, did your... where is your rogue right now?
I don't know.
Oh, right, he's in the warrior. I think he opened the warrior too late, though.
They just fucked me up. I ruined that.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
versus this, I'd probably have your priest close to the starting area, and then your rogue fairly close to you on the tomb. As soon as the word goes in, you dot him full as soon as it crosses the tomb, and then your rogue goes for a sap on the enemy priest.
Okay.
And then you just murder the warrior.
Yeah, so we're 100. Yeah. We're rank 100 parsing the warrior.
Yeah.
I just saw his tongues and trying to not let him get a heal off. Okay. So with my comp, are we never an Outlast comp? I'm used to playing with the Druid, so it's never
like
really an Outlast comp anymore.
RLP can't really play a long comp. Like, it's super aggressive, and the opener is so important as well.
What does WLD so bad, or the other turbo cleave? Dangerous. What's next, boys? Another RMP. Different RMP. I think we lose this one.
Yeah. This is just so based on the opener as well. I think okay, wait. Did your rogue get tapped again?
Mm-hmm. Is there something?
Oh no, actually, it's human, so it's just RNG.
So well, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is there something that we can do to help him not get zapped or something?
And not really against human. It's just RNG. Like what he can do is probably like go way further away from you guys. So it's way hard because if he zaps your rogue and he's miles away, then at least you guys are more safe, and it doesn't like if they want to go on you, waste more time with the zap.
Mm-hmm.
That's very good. Go back a little bit, please. So right here, okay. So there.
Slow down.
Yeah, that was good. And then right now, like pause it. Right now, I've used to drain life. You're about to use a serum pain on the rogue, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he doesn't. Right here, he doesn't even have corruption. Like your 3 dots, like those 3 globals, is like
on the
by
rogue?
far.
Right on the
always road. On any target they're going for, your 3 global should always be agony, corruption, siphon life. There is nothing else that even comes close in value, just because if you have those 3 dots up, you basically have all your damage gathered in 3 globals, and after that, if you decide to fear or use something else, you're still doing full damage.
Okay. So I should have put the other dot up maybe, and then try to fear him or something.
Yes.
Or emo kick it fear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like using globals as a lock is is something that most people when they play like low to mid ratings, they fail at. Like that's the main issue is the fact that you're not doing enough damage because you're overthinking stuff and you're trying to cast.
That's exactly what I'm doing. Is I overthink everything.
Yeah, exactly. While just trying to make it as simple as possible by use instance. Instance is so good. There you go. Oh, Rogue hasn't used. Right there, for example, I think you ran around. You weren't sure what to do, which I also understand. It's not always easy, but you have right here. You have so much. If you look at it, I think from now, look at your bars right now. Like you're going so long right here without using any globals.
That was like 10 seconds, 15 seconds.
Yeah, like even if you're not dotting here, you could be tanks in the mage, you could be tanks in the priest, it could be weakness in the rogue. Like there's so much stuff that you can do.
Oh yeah,
but,
that's a tongues weakness.
Yeah.
Ooh, weakness.
Yeah,
Do you use weakness a lot?
Like here you can even tongues the water element right here.
Or
You have
banish
the time
it.
for it, right?
Yeah.
You can tongues the priest. You can corruption the priest, or so you could coerce the priest as well.
Coex? Do you coex the priest or do you tongues it?
It
ever
depends
coex it?
entirely on what they're doing.
We're
If they're
trying to get
chasing my
close
healer, coex, just because it's just far easier. But if you have pressure, just tongues. This is also something. If you go back, he dispelled the rogue, right? Even further back, there he dispels the rogue now, and then another. He has used 2 dispels on the rogue. What you should be doing right now is next couple globals. I think a tongues on mage. Next global is fine, but then after that you should be redotting the rogue. I know it feels pointless just because if he's just dispelling.
Are you saying right
all
now?
they're doing is trading globals, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
All
mana,
they're doing right now is trading globals, so it feels pointless. But the thing is, if he's spam dispelling your dots, he's not healing your rogue's damage.
Okay.
So it's very important to understand the trade of it, because I know myself, like from playing, sometimes it's like all I'm doing is trading globals with the mage. I spam tongues, he decurses, I tongues, he decurses, I tongues. But
So this
like,
is a redot here. Am I not? This is not. I'm not dotting this, right? This should not be up here. Don't worry about it.
With how the game is going right now, no, you don't need that at all. And that could also be one of those things where it's like, if he pumps now, it's going to jump between him and the rogue, which gives him a lot of healing for free.
Okay. Do you ever banish? Do you ever fuck with this elemental ever? If you have free time, or you kind of just let it go?
I do. I try to either. You can tongues it. If possible, you could also banish it, but I prefer to put dots on it, yeah, so it dies. Okay. This is also something that is super important to understand. You can't see it now because we're watching a VOD, but if you go through, like next time you play against RMPs and shit, look at the mage's damage breakdown after the game, and I swear to you, like 30% of his damage is going to be from water elemental.
What?
Yeah, it's water elemental is so crazy. It does so much fucking damage.
That's insane. I didn't know that. I knew that it set up. I thought it was mainly to set up shatters and stuff because of the.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about how much damage it was actually doing. I tend to banish it a lot. I'm kind of surprised.
Yeah, I mean banishing is still very strong, but tongues is also super strong because the damage it does is from water bolt, right? So tongues still effectively reduces the DPS by 60%. So like the tongues is a super strong global on it.
Cool.
This
I have no clue if these games are win or losses when we start them.
I mean, this is a win 100%. They can never win this. It is impossible.
Cool. So next one,
yeah.
Ooh, yeah. What's this? Rogue, Druid, lock.
I want to tell something as well about like mage pets. When I know it's not RLP, but when we play WD with Spank, there are so many games where he decides to focus. Like if we're under pressure, he usually focuses mage pets, not with intercepts and stuff, but with his melee swings of mortals, he focuses on mage pet rather than like the rogue and shit, because mage pet is everything for mages. If they don't have pet, they're not really doing anything. So like pet is so big.
1 second, sending something to my wife real quick.
Yeah, that's all good, bro. It's all good.
Did you get it, babe? I think she got it. She hasn't yelled at me yet.
Ooh, big Bobka in the chat.
We're gonna play some 2's with Bobka this weekend, I think.
Yeah, boy.
Let me know if you got it, baby. All right, go ahead. All right, carry on.
RLD. It's a bit difficult because there's so many. This depends so much on what happens during the game, but generally speaking, if you face a rogue, if your rogue sits on enemy rogue, and he manages to control him so you can play the game, it's like it's a good situation. Because versus RLD, there's no way you're gonna kill the lock. It's 0 chance. But this is also one of those games where well, like this can be a very long game when you play against this. RLD should win though. Like on paper, RLD should win.
So one thing that's kind of confusing for me sometimes is I know my rogue wants to get stealths off, so I can't run. I mean saps off, so I can't run out there and dot everything. But like normally I want to send my pet in so I get in combat. But if that happens, can't the rogue like doesn't that fuck with his saps? So are we just am I just sitting back here, or parking him out here for paranoia? And there's kind of like that's the tricky part for me because I'm used to like sending him into purge so I can get in combat, and then my then I soul link and then so on and so forth.
Versus this specifically, I don't think I'd wait. I just, as the lock, I'd run in because, like, just to give my priest distance from the enemy team. The reason why your priest doesn't run in with you to pressure the lock is because if your priest gets 3 dots from the enemy lock in the opener, like you end up in deep shit because they're just gonna go priest. Like RLD wants to kill priest.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is good. I like this. If I were you right there, I'd 100% jump down instantly so the druid and get dots on him. 100%.
Right when I see him come out.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say just now. Is what's the strat against this usually?
I mean, the beginning is mainly control and make sure that your priest doesn't die, and then after that, like your best kill target, in my opinion, is the druid. Like you want to try and get an all in on the druid, but you still need them to use trinkets and stuff, which means that you need to play the game for quite some time, and you're not going to be able to just go in and train the druid. Like it doesn't really work that way. So your best strat is for your rogue to control the enemy rogue until you can get a good swap on the priest.
Okay.
This is also when blind comes into play.
Want to kill more. In terms of dotting, we're going. I mean, Judy. Yeah, so we're. Oh, it's no priest. I can dot everything in the world. Okay. Is it what if you ever get lucky? Like you know how people still don't pay attention to pets sometimes, and then their pet dies. When that happens, do you guys kind of like full swap to the warlock then? Like you just stop what you're doing, go warlock. I mean, obviously, but yeah, you know what I mean.
You can, but the main issue is RLP is the fact that if you want to swap on something, your rogue needs to commit cooldowns. And if your rogue commits cooldowns, that means that if you don't get the kill at that point, you're in trouble. So like versus RLD specifically, I don't really see a realistic way for the lock to die unless he like severely overextends or fucks up.
Okay. So you said go down there on the Druid. I see this.
Yeah,
he just
like
came
right
out.
Right now I'd jump down instantly into the Druid, and then I'd get your rogue to go down and step the Druid and open him, or just walk into the Druid and go on him.
So
that's a good fit. I like it.
We're going Druid, right? So right now we're looking for.
Yeah. But right now, like look at where the rogue is. Like going rogue now is perfect. It's so good because of the fear, right? Oh yeah, he used cloak as well. So right now this is like an all-in on the rogue. This stage, you don't need to go on. He banned the rogue as well. I like that actually.
Yeah, our rogue actually blinds. He blinds really early to see if they trinket. Oh, here.
No, but he's already trinket because of the early fear. So now he doesn't have a cloak. So right now you should have full dots on rogue.
As soon as he comes out.
Agony. So I feel like this. I like. Oh, that spell lock is good. That coil is good. I'd fear. Yes, good.
I wish I had. See, in that occasion, could I have fell domed for another kick?
Yes.
Do you think that was a clean one to do that on?
Yeah. And also, if you look, like you coiled like a second and a half too early. Obviously, like this is still super nitpicky because I know that there's a lot of shit going on.
I need that nitpicky.
But stuff like that is like still super important.
That's what I want to know. That's why I have you. Yeah. So I'm slow down so I can see it better. So I triple dot.
So you trinkets this.
Yeah.
You spell.
I see.
Now you coil now.
Yeah, because it's you see the leftover on spell. I see what you mean. Yeah. I saw that.
And then you fear, which is fine. Right now you should fell them. Now, that should be a fell them as global.
Got it. Okay, that would have been a clean one too. And then we have to kill at that point. Fell down, turn around, and searing pain. So when you're blur, or what are you doing? Are you searing pain or because I have 3 dots, you're draining? What's more damage?
I'd probably drain life just because the damage happens quicker. But in terms of standing still, PVing someone as a lock, right? The highest DPS you can do as an SLS lock is standing still, immolate on the target, and spam an incinerate.
Incinerate?
Yes, incinerate.
Oh.
Outside of that, it's Searing Pain. Obviously, for more burst, you can use Shadow Bolt, but the issue with Shadow Bolt is that it's 3 seconds, and if you get locked, you can't cast anything. While Searing Pain is still, if you get locked, you can still fear and shit.
So we had this, and we lost because we didn't get that killed in. Pretty much.
Yeah. Because if you look, pause now. It's slightly before. Before the NS, right? Because right here, I'm gonna count. Okay, so there you lost a second and a half on the spell lock, right? They could have saved, and then you feared. This fear, I like it a lot. It's good. Not sure why your rogue is not hitting the enemy rogue now.
Oh yeah, because he can go. Could he have rushed over there and try to stun or something too at the end?
Yeah, that's probably what I tried to do, but I'd still just get him to shift the rogue, probably just do some damage. Okay. So you're playing here. The Druid is feared, so if you pause it right now. So right here, you wasted a second and a half on the spell lock, right? Due to the coil overlap. And on top of this, you didn't foul them CS, which would have been another 3 seconds. So this rogue, if you were doing damage to him for another 4.5 seconds, he'd most likely, with the damage you're doing to him right now, be dead before the NS even goes off.
Okay.
However, you still have a lot of pressure, so it's not like it's still good. It's still looking good.
100 normal speed, right?
Yeah, normal speed's fine. I got proc, that's good. Right there, you feared into immune.
Yeah, I saw that.
I've done that so many times.
I need to look at this fucking timer.
It does happen until you get used to it, so don't worry about it too much.
But at the same time, I feel like if I didn't fear, he might have been dead. That's a Searing Pain that could have crit and killed him, I think, right? At that point.
Yeah, but
right?
Also right now, like, look at this. Your corruption falls off, and you don't reapply it.
You're right.
You should reapply it here.
I don't at all. I just Searing Pain, going blinding out, blacking out for the kill. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm not saying that corruption is always a better global than Searing Pain, because if you can get a kill, then Searing Pain is instant damage. Corruption takes 3 seconds to cast. But generally speaking, making sure that your dots is up is like, it's 99% of the time, it's always going to be better than casting like Drain Life or Searing Pain or Shadow Bolt or Immolate or anything like this.
Okay. This is Troll, I think, but we can watch it. Double Rogue Priest. I think I remember this. His name is Do Nothing and Win. Oh, Rogue. Pharaoh. Is the real comp? Rogue is Druid, Rogue,
it's Rogue Mage. Druid Rogue Mage, yeah.
This is real?
It's a good comp, yeah.
Okay. What's the plan then? We're Druid, right? Oh no, Rogue, right? We're killing the Rogue.
I'd probably control the Rogue here and just play like versus this. You can play a long game.
Okay. Are you blowing coils and spell locks? I kind of do it on the Mage most likely because the shatter combos.
You can do it if it's like a full shatter, but generally speaking, coil is. You don't really think about it until you like start playing a bit more. But coil is so much bigger than most people realize. So like just using it to stop a shatter, it's fine if the shatter is going to be like full Chitra kidney. You don't have spell lock, you don't have anything else for the mage. But generally speaking, you don't want to like be coiling a shatter because a shatter is so big in order for you to get like a kill.
Okay, yeah, I do that all the time. I know how big it is, but I always forget.
For instance, let's say a rogue has evasion up that you're facing, and then your 3 dots on the rogue, he's like 70% maybe, not that many pre-dots. If your rogue then vanish cheap shot the enemy rogue, what you can do is cheap shot into death coil instead of cheap shot into kidney.
Okay.
Because that means
That's
that
better,
Yeah, because if it's forced to trinket the coil, that means that you can also kill it in full.
This is the Holy Paladin one? No, it's not. Okay. So we lose this one, obviously. So I guess, tell me what we fucked up. So am someone told me to stay mounted and run around because they're going to go me every time. Is that true? Do I stay mounted as long as I can against cleave, or am I trying to just start the fight right away?
Generally speaking, I don't think it's bad, but I think like if you look at if you go back from the start when you went up the ramp, I think as soon as your sees that is this, he can sprint over, because right now like you're hesitating a bit, so it's your rogue, and look how far they are like towards you before the game even starts. Like this, which is not great.
So what are you saying?
But they didn't go use this. I think your rogue should be forward far more versus this, and I don't really think it's a super bad thing for you to go in. What you need to be scared of versus this specific comp, the thing that kills you is the shaman. The shaman purging your priest's shields kills you. Like the warrior in red, they do damage, but without the shaman's purges, they're not going to do much.
Okay.
And I also saw like when you went on the warrior here, because right there you could have peeked and then a couple globes on the warrior as well. You have to get some damage going. Because right now you're not doing anything, and now you cast immolate first. This is not good.
Don't do that.
Yeah, no. Instant dots always. Right.
What do we do to finish that? We just didn't have my dude. Look at this. Look at my fucking pet right now. Look, watch this. Look at my pet. You'll get up there. This dude is just sitting there. It's my fault. So right here, I'm blacking out because I think we're killing him. Can he kick from down here at all? I spelled my fell hunter.
Yeah, but this right here, you should have.
He's blinded. He just blinded him, and then he trinketed it. So I should have coiled him. Maybe?
No, you need tongues. You need tongues on Shaman right now. Tongues. Okay. Super important right here.
He kicked. Rounded the kick, and then he's just sitting right there, man. Okay.
And now you need corruption on the warrior. You need to not cast Iron Pain. The thing is, right?
So I just shit the bed, is what you're saying. No dots on him still.
This is a very good game. I'll keep it going. I'm gonna go back and I'll show you later.
Okay. So I can double dot in this session. I'm just double dotting these and trying to survive. Going to the bridge maybe, so the shaman can't.
Look. If you look at where you die now. Let's see when you die. Right, so die there. Look at go back and look where you first started casting Immolate on the warrior.
Go to the beginning.
Yeah. You died there. Look, you died like about 5 yards away from where you started casting, right? What you should be doing right now is you should be getting instant dots on the warrior, and you should be running away.
Which, this way?
Yes.
Like up them. I try to
away.
Kind of go up the ramp a little bit. Like what? I know warriors are kill target, right? So once again, we're trying to kill the warrior. We're just fucking off the paladin. We're trying to make it so he can't heal, and we're trying to out damage him. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So because if you go through the clip again and look at like your movement right now, because you're not running away from them. The resist that's fair enough. Now you're casting a serum pain instead of right there. That should have been a corruption, right? And tongues should be on shaman now, 100%.
Cool. And I should probably fight under the bridge maybe so he can't get healed.
Yeah,
or at least
because look at where the red is now. Like you're in a good position now to just run away from the red.
Okay. Yeah, RPG, you are right. Yeah, this is what we're doing.
Yeah. What happens now is, I think you get a bit flustered probably, and then you end up like.
Oh yeah, if you could see my face right now, I'm mad.
Yeah. And now like this is when the trouble starts. When both of them connect, because now it's too late to try and get away too, right? Yeah.
Is that a good time to coil? If I have it.
Yeah, but the thing is, the coil right now is because you look at the shaman's Casper up top. Like he's just free healing everyone right now because he doesn't have tongues either.
Okay. I tend to think.
To be fair, if you had tongues on the shaman as first global this game, I think you real talk win this because the warrior would be dead.
I'm kind of shocked that I didn't because I feel like I'm pretty good at keeping tongues up on shamans. I don't know if this is a shit game or what. I feel like I'm pretty good.
You don't have a focus target. Do you not use focus target?
I do. Usually, that's what I'm saying. I think this was a 1 in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning game after raid or something. Because I usually focus target. I'm pretty good at. I have focus right here. It's right here. The focus tongues and focus sphere, all that set up. I think I just shit the bed on it. So yeah, okay. I kind of want to watch that one more time and just go over kind of loudly.
Yeah.
So from the beginning, Trevor Cree's our hardest one.
Yeah.
Which it shouldn't be, which is I know we're fucking
from
up.
the beginning,
So
like
I'm
right
here.
now,
Stay here. Pop out. Put some dots on some shit.
Exactly. If you look at the way running in now, you can get a corruption. You can get 2 globals into him here before he gets to, most likely.
Okay.
Because
And that's corruption agony.
Yeah.
Okay. And then where would you have gone after that? Then go down here, or just kind of like tuck away, or am I staying up there and having some fun? Or
No, I try and get away from them as much as I could. But this is also like, it's more about looking where your healer is and just making sure to try and run away.
Okay.
Something that's important as well is the fact that if you look at the shaman's position now, if this warrior has full dots, he charges you here. If you go to the right, to that pillar, right there, the shaman can't heal him. The shaman can't heal his warrior.
Oh shit! I like that. What do you think about exhaustion on him instead of agony ever?
No. You need damage, like damage. I wouldn't at this stage. I wouldn't worry about the paladin at all. Just make sure they kill the warrior.
Okay, cool. What about the paladin? Oh, okay, that's you just said it. Okay, cool.
Yeah. It's more like when you have all your dots on the warrior, and you have tongues on the shaman. At that stage, like those globals start going into the paladin and the shaman. But what you're doing here is you're trying to cast. This is like the biggest bait versus melee cleave of all time. The most simple tip I can give you against melee cleaves is never cast.
Okay.
There are times where you will need to cast, but generally, if you start with the rule of thumb, never cast. Just use instant dots and just run.
Just stay running the whole time. If you
start by doing that, it's gonna benefit you so much, because then you'll also see when you have the opportunity to fear. Because if you have a ret on you and a warrior with fear totem, like if you stand there and casting fear, like that's not gonna do anything.
Okay.
It's not gonna do anything.
So dot run from. I'm just trying to get room from him the whole time. And then when it goes to, say you ever run away and they stop chasing you, like you're just cycling exhaustions or whatever, and they stop chasing you and they go on the road or they go on someone else.
Yeah, that can work, but also that's what you want.
Yeah. What do you do in that occasion? Do I turn around and start just pumping into the warrior?
If that happens, you try to be annoying. The thing is, like, your rogue has evasion, so he's not going to die. And for them to go on the priest, if they go on the priest, it generally ends up with a situation where it's like, okay, you spell out the shaman's next heal and then just kill the warrior, because they're just going all in on the priest and they just die at that point. So if they go on priest, that's the point where it's like 3 dots, Searing Pain.
Cool. I like it. I would date this from real quick. 1 second. 9 days ago. Cool. I do have one more VOD. Nice. What is it? 1 second.
No problems at all. Since Crix is AFK, I'm gonna look at the chat real quick. RPG only for me. If Shaman starts going onto the pillar to heal and the warrior needs to like not LOS, that means you can start kiting the warrior. And at that point, like you have like somewhat of a time to get topped up. So it's more about like not letting them train you. Obviously, it gets a bit easier when you're facing the shaman because he needs to cast heals and it all needs to be in LOS. It gets a bit trickier when you're facing something like the rest of Druid.
Yeah, you're good. I'm back. Sorry, my daughter just got home from school.
Yeah, it's all good. I answered a question from chat.
You can't jump straight into DK. You have to get to 55 first. Yeah. Okay. What do we got here, boys? Troll.
I mean, it's a fucking holy paladin. I think it's a holy pala.
Yeah, holy paladin mage, warrior, troll. I guess.
Yeah,
I guess we can watch it. I kind of don't care about these. I just want to go to real ones, you know.
Yeah. But this is also something like your general start in these games. It's like you're always the ones getting pushed, which is like generally just not a good thing.
Yeah, I thought we were supposed to because the rogue has to sap.
I mean, the rogue can still sap, right? But it's more the fact that if the rogue is behind with you guys and you get pushed, it gives your healer 0 space to move.
Okay.
So like if your rogue is if your rogue is there, and the mage rolls in, knows all of you, blankets the priest, he gets part of the priest for free.
Okay, that actually makes sense.
Waiting for sap is good, and I understand it, but at the same time, like all of you like standing out, that is not good, because if he wants to sap, then he should be going in. Because like your start position right now, it would be more beneficial for you to ignore the sap and you guys pushing in, and the rogue is opening or something. That would be more beneficial than what's happening right now.
Okay. Dope. RMP again. I should think we lose this one. All right, once again, we're going rogue whenever the rogue opens up.
Yeah.
Tonguesing both the other two.
Okay. The thing is, right now, your rogue is on the other pillar.
Wait.
Oh, okay.
Or if you get a sap on the rogue, what? Then we go priest?
If you get sap on the rogue and you can go priest, like pretty much always.
Yeah, rewind it. Let's see what you said.
Yeah. But this, I think this is a human, right? It's an alliance team. Yeah, it's an alliance team, so it's just perception. So it's just a bit shit. Because you just lose the sap battle. There's nothing you can do about it. So there's a bolt. If you go back a bit. So if you go back, you should be sending your as soon as you start running across here. So let's see, your rogue is sap, and the RMP starts running in. At this stage, you should be sending your pet on the mage first of all. Yeah, so it's ready to spell lock. Okay. And then you should be spamming tongues to mage, because look at this now. Like now he gets the bolt for free, you can't stop it at all.
So I should be over there tonguesing these right now.
Yes.
And what am I kicking? Not the first frostbolt, or the first frostbolt?
It depends. If he has a pet up, stop the first bolt. If he doesn't have a pet up, don't stop it.
Is he baiting maybe? Oh, because it doesn't matter because the shatter setup? Okay.
Yeah. Because look what happened now. He is casting frostbolt. Look at your priest. Your priest just got sap full.
Oh, that puts me in combat. My priest gets in combat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something you can do as well is if you go back from the very, very start. Like if you send your pet in on the mage right now.
In the beginning, okay.
Yes, like right now, instantly. Okay. If they go on it, you can now start casting a new pet. If the rogue opens on you, like they're already trolling. Okay. The thing is, if your pet devours anything or gets in combat, you can soul link the pet from 100 yards away, and you get combat.
Then he
so if you soul link the pet, yeah, exactly. Okay. Because right now, like your priest is sapped here, and this is like the worst opening. Like
I need to pay more attention to where my partners are too. We're usually marked up. This is one of our rough nights, I think.
So right there, like that coil is like more of a panic coil because it wasn't really on a cast.
The rogue was dying.
Like that didn't really do anything.
Where'd I coil at? Right there. Okay, yeah. I coil mage because they usually like arch to coil a mage because of the shadows. That's why I asked you.
Yeah, but right, I don't think like if you go back, I don't think I was casting anything at that point.
Oh.
So look, right now he's not casting anything, right? Right, stop. Yeah. But the enemy rogue has trinket. If you coil the rogue here, that means that your rogue can kill him for free through evasion.
Okay.
Yes, because of the coil.
Okay. That makes sense. When they cloak, do you just spam into rogues anyway and hope something sticks?
Depends. A lot of the time now, due to the client, I just try and be more annoying. This is also like I don't think Curse of Tongues have been used once on the mage this game.
I know
like tongues on mage is so important.
I don't have any dots on the rogue either. Oh, I have one, but that's it. We know. So watch one more time because that was a bad one. So the beginning,
because the thing is the entire opener, like if you send your pet in right now, what would have happened is your pet is on its way, your rogue gets sapped, No, I believe that's fine. Your pet, you'd be in combat right now, which means that your priest can buff you. You'd both be in combat. So what happens next is, first of all, your pet could stop the frostbolt, right? You'd be in there to tongues both of them, and this sap would never happen to begin with.
This is huge. That's actually like a fucking huge sap. Okay, that's a lot of.
I mean, if this specific opener. No, that's perception. Okay. Perception. If this opener, this specific opener would happen against like let's say 2.6k plus RMP, it doesn't matter like how good the RLP is. You will never come back from this. It's impossible.
Come back from the opener.
Yeah. Because the opener, yes, one on the game.
Okay.
Actually, you tongues my shit. That's good. I like it. You need to. Get focus frame though. If you're not using it, or if you're not used it, it's so big to have focus on mages and have a focus tongue smacker. So you keep reapplying it.
I'm honestly astonished that I'm not doing it, because I swear to God I usually do focus, and I fucking tongues way more than this. I don't know what I'm doing in these VODs right now. I usually focus the healer, and then
I mean, you might have just planned it because of the opener as well, right? Like it happens to me as well with like when you have really bad games from the start, you start like
This is also, I think, like I said, I think this is 1 a.m. after a 14-hour stream and like 2 raids and something. But I need to get better tonguesing. I feel like I tongues, but I fuck up tongues on shamans sometimes for some reason. Like I don't know why. When I see mages and priests, like and healers, my mind goes to tongues. But for some reason, the shamans, my mind like sometimes slip them. Here's
it's the warrior rogue priest.
Oh, I don't want to watch that.
I think you're gonna on the rogue there. But I mean, as I said, like a general, very loose like rule of thumb as a lock in RLP, whatever your rogue is on or whatever you want to kill, is agony, corruption, siphon life, always like highest priority all the time.
Okay.
Outside of this, if there's a priest in the team, you don't really like. All you want to do is just be annoying with Curse of Tongues, Curse of Exhaustion, fears, like all that shit.
Okay.
And if there's not really, let's say like warrior, red, rest of shaman, you go warrior. You have 3 dots on him.
Oh yeah, bro. This is that Gabe chat. Or remember, this is that fucking. One of these matches, it's the last time I played, my whole computer froze on me and I had to hard close my whole computer down. That's why I remember that night. That was a fucking shit night. I was very upset. I was raging, yelling and shit. Okay, but here's another one. This is a better night, I hope. See, something's focused already. See, I think that night was just miserable. RMP, different RMP with a good RMP. So let's do RMP again.
Yeah. I'd also, if there's 2 casters, I'd probably from the get, like if there's a mage in the team, I'd definitely focus the mage, just because it's so important with tongues uptime. I think if you face a lock plus healer, I'd probably, generally speaking, keep focus on the healer.
Okay. Yes.
And obviously, you want to try and keep track of everything, but like that's just not.
Did you say focus mage, right?
Yeah, focus mage.
So mages get a lot of my kicks.
Yeah, but also like knowing why he's casting and stuff like this.
Okay.
So this app is good. I like it. You're going at this. Let's see.
So should we all be out here, by the way, in the beginning?
Yes, you should.
Okay.
Is this Alliance or Horde? I can't tell. It's Alliance. I can see. Yeah.
If we all run out here in the beginning, that doesn't fuck with this sap. How's he gonna? Can't they just do the same thing? He hit me, he buff, and then he can't sap anybody, right?
Yeah. The thing is, what I would do if I were you, I'd run if they're Alliance. With you and the priest, I'd probably just run to me and still try and get combat, because you're probably gonna lose a sap battle. So you want to be able to be in combat, just so you and the priest doesn't get sapped.
Okay.
Oh, so we got locked. This is also like if you right now you didn't do a single dot and you got kicked full, right? Which means that right now you don't really have any pressure. So like. I'd be very cautious with fearing, like as a first thing.
Okay, yeah. I do that a lot, actually, to be honest.
Yeah. Because if you don't, I think a lot of people have like a hard time understanding why. But the problem is if you fear, right? Let's say you're against an RP, you're not getting interrupted. You just spam toggle and fear between all of them. The problem with this is the fact that it's like, yes, you get the fear, but the priest is most likely going to dispel. And if the priest gets feared, he might trinket, which, I mean, is obviously good. But at the same time, if you're not doing any damage, at that point, it's basically like the only one that does any pressure at all to the enemy team is your rogue. It's the only one that does anything.
Okay.
That's also the strength with Planolog, the fact that you use literally 3, like, it sounds here about 3 globals, and like that after those 3 globals for damage, you can do other shit, and like you've done your job.
Okay. And just as long as I'm keeping those up though, because they get dispelled and shit, right? So.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean that will happen too. So I mean, you have different scenarios. But like as a general, like if you're not doing damage, all you're doing is like you're making yourself lose slower because you're not gonna win. This is also like never do this.
Yeah,
this is the biggest bait of all time.
I think we had a turbo where we sat in the room the whole time, man. Wait. What was the big bait?
Getting a Voidwalker.
Do you know what? Everybody in the world yells at me to get a Voidwalker out when it's up.
No, it's RP. No. Do not. No.
Yeah, RPG was right. I think RPG was the only one who said not to do that.
Well, the problem, right, is the fact that if you have a Voidwalker, the only one that can interrupt any heals from the Shaman is your Rogue by step kicking. Outside of that, the Shaman is just going to stand there with Lust and just heal for free.
Okay. So one, I'm fucking up. We need to not fight in here, Turbo, right? I need to be out here.
Yeah, I think you need to be out. Yeah, because if they push in, it's not good.
Okay.
I think it's fine waiting for Blessing and Sacrifice to get a good zap on the Pala and then open war. I think that's completely fine. But I think this is also comp where your priest has to like be able to push in as well. Like they can go on him. It's like he's also a potential kill target, but at the same time, he needs to be in there to land the fears on the heals and like to get pressure going.
He's trimmer.
Right, like look at this right now. So if you Tang should be on the Shaman now for sure. That coil should be on the Shaman rather than the. I mean, he's dead here already.
Oh, I didn't even see myself coil. Let me slow this down. It's going so fast I can't even see this shit.
Yeah. So right now your priest is going in. I think this is fine.
So right now I need dots up on him already.
Yeah, but look, you get intercepted. So this is fine. Like this is completely fine. Siphon Life, I think you're gonna next. So like right now, at this stage, your most important thing now is like stop the healer from healing.
Oh, okay.
You won't be doing more damage to the warrior. So this coil on the warrior.
I call the warrior.
Exactly. But this coil, if this is on the Shaman, like one of the Shaman heals instead, it's so much
well, we win right there if I coil the Shaman, I think, yeah?
I mean, you force Trinket for sure. You force Trinket 100%.
He's low, coil Shaman.
But you
into I can't kick him because I have a fucking Voidwalker out. I see.
Yeah, exactly. This is what I mean. And also, like, you don't have PS yet, right? Like, you still haven't got PS. So that PS was way too late considering what your priest was doing to the Shaman. Okay. But it's about like understanding. Shaman has 1 instant heal. After that, he needs to be sitting there casting heal, which means that if you death coil a Shaman on a cast, it's basically the same as another spelllock. Like it's massive.
If you what?
If you death coil a Shaman on like a lesser healing wave, it's basically the same as spellocking him. Like it's so big.
I got it. Perfect. This is Rogue Feral or Rogue Wrestler Druid Priest. That's a good one, huh? Is that a good one?
Rogue Feral because you die very, very fast. It's Feral, yeah, it's Feral.
Is that worth watching? Is this a normal comp?
Honestly, I'm not really. No, I don't think I'm for that at all, to be honest.
I don't really want to do it. We still haven't seen WLD or like, you know.
Yeah.
RMP again. Last RMP, then I'll probably skip RMPs. We'll see how we do it. Only because we haven't done this level on it yet. All right, go Rogue. Unless we get a sap on the Rogue.
Yeah.
Get saps on the Mage. I'm kind of just hanging out.
Yeah. An important thing to realize here is the fact that versus a comp like Rogue Mage Druid, you can slow the game down immensely just because they have no dispel, right?
Right
Which
now?
means that,
Where's the Druid? The Druid goes down here.
Yeah.
See, I have a focus hand. See, I told you the other game was
I
garbage.
get dots on the Druid right now.
Okay,
for sure.
so am I
from the edge?
trying to multi-dot some shit, or just who am I going after? We're going after Rogue, right? Is that our kill target, or is Druid the kill target?
Right now, because like they're popping cooldowns, right? So this is when Pet is up, this is cooldown. So right now is defense, not offense. So I'd get
so we
dots
just run
on
away.
the water elemental. Yeah, I mean this is a good fear from your piece for sure.
Do you dot the water elemental?
Yes, I would.
Oh,
I would
wow.
here, 100%.
Just like with corruption only, or everything?
No, everything. If you
rid of
3
it.
dot it, it doesn't get healed. It dies.
Okay.
It has like 3 point something K HP and no resilience, right?
You're trinketed.
Yeah. So this you should. Did you dispel the priest there, or did you get fucked? Oh no, you got fucked because your peg got stuck in a Nova. I think your priest kind of messed up there though, because he should have been polyed in your pet's line of sight and dispelled himself from Winter Shield, and then you can't get the poly. No problem. Oh, okay, and then the Mage just died. So this one went a bit of a quick game. But if you look at if you pause it right here, if you look at the Gladiator right now, if you look at the Rogue, right, he has no trinket, no will. 12 seconds until he can, like 12 seconds on DR. Like next pre-sphere or in 12 seconds, if you cast a fear on the Rogue, he has nothing to get out of it. Literally nothing, which means that you're playing like a 2v3 game for, I mean, if you fear him, refear him, you're playing a 2v3 for the longest time. So this is also why it's so important to, like, if the game starts dragging out, if they don't have a dispel, you can start fearing the Rogue full. He can't get out of it. He can't do anything.
Okay. If he kicks it, then he can heal. That's like
Yeah, but this is also, I think, a big thing where people that play against RMD doesn't realize how strong it is to just leave the initial cooldowns and get the Rogue to use Will and Trinket. Because if you have a fear and uses Will and Trinket, they have nothing to get him out of the next fear.
Cool. I like it. Luckily, we fucking stole that one. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, going Mage, to be honest, like it's not necessarily
I guess we'll see
bad
it
in
one
my
more
opinion.
time.
Let's see.
I never see too many RMPs, I guess.
I mean, RMP is from 1K to fucking 2.8. So. Let's see.
I don't. Okay, I switched dots. Cool. No tongues on the Mage yet. Oh, there I go. Oh, I'm full dotting the Mage. Our Rogue is fucked.
Your Rogue is fucking dead. You are in big trouble right now. See, that card right there, that card they did there, not flaming or anything, but that card is like, it doesn't do anything right. Your card now look like that card. Look at your HP.
Yeah.
And look at your wound. Like this coil is like, it's one of those like, I'll just use coil because why not?
Yeah.
Like it doesn't do anything in order to like help you in the game.
Okay. So I have nothing on the Rogue. We're supposed to go Rogue. I have nothing on the Rogue right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're thinking way too much like peel.
I'm just
Still
shitting
in
the bed.
defensive mode. Like look, still no dots on Rogue. Let's see. Yeah, and you're campaigning him right now. Like this is like it's campaigning. I understand it from like a PvE point of view, and I understand it's hard to get away from because casting feels like I'm doing so much damage now.
Yeah.
But dots is like it's genuinely like it's everything. It's everything. And right now, I hope the priest cast spawn soon. Oh, we got.
I didn't fucking look at my mana. I'm over here spamming fear on this priest right now with no mana.
Right, yeah.
I need to pay attention to my mana more. Like,
Yeah.
I almost want a low mana week or it hits at like 10%. Because look at this fear. If I get this fear off right now, I wouldn't help. No one's dead. Actually, yeah, the Mage. See, I was spamming it. Couldn't get a fear off.
Yeah. Oh, you got the fear? Nice. Let's see. But this is also one of those things where like the multi-dying field is nice. Look, but this pawn should be massive. Wait, what happened to it? Oh, did he get the spell maybe?
So were you saying 2 multi-dot, or I should not have?
No, you should not have multi-dot,
I'm
because
slow this down a little bit
like
here.
a problem here. Look at right now. Like if obviously the priest is in blind now, but do you see the distance between the rogue and the mage? If he gets one palm off, they're both topped instantly.
Oof. Okay. That actually makes a lot of sense. Okay.
Yeah, so
if they were like far off in the distance, maybe I would be okay, or don't even risk it.
Yeah,
I think exactly. I need to get out of my mindset of I run with the druid usually, where I can dot a lot of shit, and I need to get more into a burn one person mindset. That's the problem.
RLP is very like a baseline. RLP is a very single target. So I think if you start like versus basically every comp, if you're like, okay, my rogue is on this, we're going on this target, 3 dots always, and then after that you try and do like, okay, what can I do? Can I get tongues on the healer? Can I get tongues on the lock, mage, whatever it might be? Can I get weakness? Can I start fearing? So like, if you have your 3 dots up, that's enough for your rogue to be able to basically put enough pressure for it to be like everything.
Okay.
I know again it's not RLP, but as an example, I've been doing a lot of WLD since we got unbanned with Zeri and Spank. So we're like split season 1, season 2, and there are so many games where Spank is like, yes, make sure you get dots on the druid. Yes, make sure you get dots on the druid, like rest of you on the other team, no matter the comp we're facing. And I get my 3 dots on the druid, and then I ask, like versus Turbo, for example, and I ask fucking run, because if I don't run, I'm gonna die.
I like that. And then I don't do that. You see what I do? I like dot and I stay there and don't fucking move or anything. I need to get more max range mobility, like mentality too. Yeah.
But it's also about like trusting your teammates doing their own shit, because so many games we played means they're like barely hang on in the 2v2. The enemy druid starts casting something on Spank and caster form. He intercepts the druid, and then he has fucking kills the druid with my 3 dots. Like I don't have to do anything else because he does everything. Like it's kind of the same here as well. So like you're not there to be like, yes, there are occasions where you're gonna sit in pain, you're gonna go, like the casting route. But generally speaking, like your rogue is there to kill something. You're there to assist him with 3 dots.
Okay. That's such a good way to think of it. I never thought about that. I'm assisting the rogue 3. I never like that helps. Yeah. Just that right there helps so much.
Yeah.
Like he says target, because I put my dots up, and then I finesse instead of trying to finesse with no damage out there.
Yeah.
Ooh, RL mirror. There we go. Okay, mirror it up. Oh, it's not a mirror. It's for the druid though, but whatever.
Oh, RLD. Yeah, so this is like go rogue, go druid.
Just go rogue, go
keep
druid.
Tongues on lock, pretty much. You want to kill rogue, but it's something also that I want to explain. If you pause it real quick, if you play when you start playing RLP properly, and when you start playing as a team, you know what you're doing. Like so much of it is blind. So like you blind something, then you get the trinket, and then you can either, if you blind a healer, for example, he trinkets. You can full cheap shot kidney with 3 dots, and you might get a kill. But also if you blind and then you live for 130, that means that the next blind on that target, if they trinket, is going to be a full blind sap.
Okay.
So like so much of this is like understanding blind cooldown, because blind is so big in 3's.
Okay. I dig it. So we're going. Do you ever dot? Oh, this is with the druid, so yeah, I can dot pet. If it is a priest, can I still dot pets and ignore the palm thing? Like hunter pets, they're pretty much fucked as soon as they're dead, and or is it not worth it?
I generally try and dot a fair bit versus RLD, just like to try and get some pressure. This is good. I'd probably okay. Holy shit! That rogue's getting destroyed. All right, let's see. So you should have tongues on the lock now. That corruption should be in tongues 100%.
Okay.
Like tongues is so important in casters.
Probably shouldn't have jumped down to dodge the fear. I could have just went somewhere else.
Yeah. Tongues is also so important on druids. Oh, yeah, look at the druid right now.
So you're saying tongues on druids? That's what another question I have.
Yeah, tongues on druid. Like, if you're not killing the druid, tongues. If you're killing the druid, agony every single time, no matter what.
Okay, cool.
But the thing is,
I was going between that and exhaustion because they kept trying to run away.
Yeah, if you go back a bit, for when your rogue swaps to the druid,
That's just
you
happened.
know,
Yeah.
yeah. So look at this. So it goes on Druid. Let's see. It goes on Druid now, I think. Let's see.
Yep, he just
Yeah.
did.
If you pause it now, like, imagine like if you had your 3 dots on the Druid right now. Look at his HP. If you had your 3 dots now, like if
in
you play
agony,
now,
dude.
yeah, but agony, corruption, and siphon. If you play now, look at his HP. If you had your dots on him now, like he'd basically be fucking dead.
And I have coils, can kick a heal if I need to with a spell lock in 7 seconds. Yeah, I see what you mean. I see what you mean.
Because right now you're still thinking fairly defensive, right?
Yeah. Dodging that fear.
Yeah, if you go back like 5 seconds for the kidney. So when you're up the ramp. So right now your rogue vanishes in the Druid. He cheap shots him, right? If you see that on the right. If you play it until he gets kidneyed. Kidneyed. Look, if you right
Still
now,
no
if this next global now is a coil, because you can never see the kidney. Right? If he sees his kidney, he dies on the kidney. So like you know for sure he's gonna trinket. If you coil that, he's gonna get coiled instantly, which means that you already have so much pressure on him.
Okay. Right here, I can coil him. Not yet. I need to know that he's gonna trigger that and coil ahead of time.
Yeah, you can. And now times that you're probably in corruption on him. Now you're fearing.
Then there's no need to fear. I can just spam into that guy, the Druid, right?
Yeah.
Druid's dead. Spam into him faster.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, good. That's good shit. I think as a general rule of thumb for you after watching these games is trying to focus on doing damage, because doing damage is far more important than getting the defensive mindset, because all you're doing, like if you're fearing people, like your team isn't doing anything because the only one doing damage is a rogue. If you don't have dots up, the only one doing anything is your rogue.
Okay, that makes sense. A lot of it. Man, I can't wait to play now. Jeez, this is gonna be good games coming up.
And if you compare it to, let's say, Mage, he pops pet, he wants to frostbolt, or maybe has Nova's Ice Lancers and shit, right? But the thing is, a Mage needs to put a lot of globals into it, and as soon as he stops putting globals into damage to Poly, his damage drops instantly, right? Outside of the pet.
Yeah.
But the beauty of playing Lock is the fact that after you've put your 3 globals, that's when your damage starts. Which means that if you, after those 3 globals, start tongues in mages, tongues in healers, fearing, it's so big. Against this, I think you just I think you just go Warrior.
My priest is watching, so if you have any priest things you want to throw in while we're doing it, feel free.
It's hard to tell.
Let's skip this comp. We don't need this comp. This is skip to another one. I'm surprised we haven't had WLD yet, to be honest. Hunter, no, fuck this comp.
This is what? Oh, it's Holy Player.
Shatter play? I don't know.
No, this is with the Holy Pala.
Here's where the low rating kicks in. You can tell, huh, comps. Another RMP. Yeah. I'm down. So we say so I'm gonna run out there, park my pet a little bit, and then come back so we can get paranoid. My rogue is more paranoid.
Yeah, it's 2 ways to play this. Either you can stay back like this and hope that your rogue saps the enemy rogue, or you can go into combat and just pretty much ignore the sap and start playing the 2v2.
Yeah.
I personally prefer the 2v2 just because priest lock shits on fucking mage priest.
Okay. So there's no dots on rogue right now. Still, we're going.
Yeah,
I wonder if he calls for mage. I think he calls for mage or something because I don't.
Yeah, mage is not a good target generally because if the problem with going mage is the fact that he can block just like they did there, and then the enemy priest dispels you and the rogue just kills you.
So
it's not like it's not a good main target. You need
yeah,
your rogue to kill enemy rogue.
okay. So right now, what do you see? What are we doing? We're all three. If you're us, what are we doing? I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna rewind. I'm slow down a little bit.
You need as soon as you start pushing in like they are, I'd go in and start using tongues just to not get sapped. So right here, I'd go left and I'd start putting some globals into them.
Like staying behind the pillar though.
No. I'd go out on the bridge.
Oh, you
like
said
not
2v2
rush into
them.
but because the problem now is like look where if the priest runs in here and fierce hits all of you. So look at this now. Your priest is full.
We separate a little bit, so they can't fear bomb us, and we just 2v2 them.
Yeah, exactly.
Our rogue does rogue things.
Because look what happens now. You get garroted. The priest is gonna fear everything now. He fears a rogue and he fears a priest. Okay. Happens now. Boom.
And my pet.
Yeah, and you resisted the fear.
And then I just get fucked up.
Yeah. So right now, what needs to happen is you're in the defensive. Your rogue needs to commit vanishes now to like vanish, cheap shot, kidney, enemy rogue.
He's doing something to the rogue? Oh, no, he's not.
No, he's not. He's going on Mage right now. Yeah, but the thing is, you're so far behind now that like a race like this, even if Mage didn't have block, you like this race should be lost for you guys. Like you can't really win this.
Okay. So that's just fuck up from the beginning, huh? That's what happens. We go full rogue, that changes.
Yeah, it does, because if your rogue goes enemy rogue, vanish, cheap shot, gouge, kidney, that means you're taking no damage outside of the mage damage. And it gives you the opportunity to cast fears. You can start dotting something else. You can figure out where you want to go on.
So
it's like,
are we supposed to beat this comp? Is this a counter? What is our counter, I guess? Like, what's our harder counter?
Honestly, to be perfectly honest, I'm not sure, because I played some RLP on this client, and personally I don't like it, because I think like with the dispel resist and with the added RNG of like heartbeats and stuff, I found it really hard to play RLP on this client. I think that RMP and RLP, if played well, it basically, outside of like stupid RNG, it basically ends up like a rogue v rogue thing. Like better rogue wins pretty much.
Another turbo. We can watch this guy. This turbo smack this. So go on warrior. Priest is running in. Trimmer knocking, trying to get a fear on the shaman. Waiting for the sap after the sack. And then just fucking off with the paladin. We're burning the warrior.
I don't think you have to be too scared here either to go in and get dots early.
Okay. Triple dot warrior.
Because
okay, nope, I feared already.
That's good. Yeah. That course was not needed, trinketed, but whatever. This is good.
Well, hopefully I call. Please call that. Please call that.
You feared.
Damn, I should have coiled it, bro. Why did I coil that? I should have coiled this.
No. Oh yeah, I didn't have trinket after. I should have coiled.
I should have coiled it.
Because the thing is, what happened now, right, is the fact that you played so defensive that your priest ended up going in, and your priest just got destroyed.
No tongues.
So in that sense, it's far better for you.
Almost the whole time, no tongues. Actually, literally the whole time, no tongues. I don't think. I'm focusing the warrior.
But the thing is, if you look at the shaman, he's not really casting any heals, right? Like he's not casting anything. He got blinded full now. Blind full. Look, because he's not casting any heals at all. He got spell locked, and now he has NSS. So tongues, this game wouldn't have done anything. Okay. Because now your priest dies.
That's a coil, bro. Forever. Oh, because he bubbled.
Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously, he gets some stuff off here, but I think I think you played this a bit too scared. Because if you go out, like if you're mid map, I think that's not like a bad spot for you to be in, because you still have the potential of your priest doing damage. You can still send your pet. You can coil heals. You can spell lock heals. You can get PS early. So I think like the all in versus this comp, I think you win.
Okay. Just going hard on the warrior.
Yeah.
I don't care about that comp.
No, this is a fucking meme comp. I played it. It is meme for sure.
What is that? Druid. No.
Also, I think a tip for your priest after watching these games is to try and PS a few globals earlier because you want to PS when the damage is incoming. If you're like 4k HP or your luck is 4k HP and then you PS, it's super bad because it's so hard for priest to like top someone from 4k up to 11k. But if you instead PS like 2-3 globals earlier, all of a sudden you PS at 80%, you can shield the target, and then you can start like offensively dispelling or fearing or whatever. But when someone goes low and you PS as a priest, it's generally very bad because it's so hard for a priest to top properly. Oh, you guys happy? This should be like oh wait. This is good. I like this actually. Priest should clean the rogue here. The rogue should be fully clean before the opener here, for sure. I like the tongues. That could have also been like a blanket on the druid. Like at the start, he has to make him fall behind on healing. But it's not bad.
Is this the real comp too?
RMD it's a decent comp. It's not super meta, but it can definitely work if played well.
Okay.
And also, do you see your weak core in the middle there, Crix?
Yeah.
That's also not great.
Yeah. See that one just bamming. It was right here, and then I don't even know how I don't even see that. That's crazy.
I mean, when you're in the game, I understand that you don't see it for sure.
Was that the whole time?
Yeah, you didn't have it up at all.
Nice.
I don't think because we have a new pay.
Classy.
Oh boy, look at that. Versus this, you just go priest.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what you do is you put 3 dots on priest, and then you spam tongues the mages and like banish the pets, fear the mages, and just try and get your rogue to have uptime on. Oh, your priest is dead. I think he's dead.
He's elusive. Elf is elusive.
He is elusive. I mean, fucking look at him. Look at that PS. Oof. This is also comp where it's like spending time killing water elementals is actually like massive.
Nobody's hurt.
Yeah.
Jeez. Okay.
But if you're killing the water elementals, you're still like you're not dead.
Cleave. I think. Was that Shadow Priest? Yeah. This turbo. Is this the real turbo? Yeah.
I mean, this is not the real turbo. You beat
Druid,
this.
Yeah.
You beat this super easy. You Void Walker again?
Yeah, don't Void Walker,
Mistake.
Don't Void Walker. We learned that one.
Look at this. If you pause right now.
Oops, I reminded it.
Keep playing a bit. So if you look at your globals now, you put 1 global into Warrior. The next global is Tongues on Priest now.
Okay.
And then you start fearing him.
Okay. Did you get Fear Ward off? Oh, well, I should have noticed that Fear Ward.
Yeah, but the thing is, imagine if those 2 globals instead were Corruption and Cypher Life on the Warrior.
Okay. Triple that out the fucking gate.
Yes.
Every time. All right. Especially during Death Wish. He's Death Wished.
Look, now he's getting Flash Shield from the Priest because you don't have Spell Lock. Because you're in the Void Walker.
Yep.
And now your Priest is dead.
I can't kick that at all because I don't have a fucking Fell Hunt around. Troll. Good fear. Keep on tear. Kill him. Nope. Okay.
Nope. So this is also one.
Wow, this one ended quick. JD, yeah, but not right now because I want to do this with Ghingis. But definitely any other time besides this stream, because this is I'm ending stream as soon as this ends.
Yeah. Can you go back to the previous game, by the way, like at the very start? Because I want to tell you like what should have happened, right?
Okay, cool. I'm gonna slow down a little bit here.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, so they rush in, which is fine. Your rogue stays back a bit. So obviously you should have fell onto here, but we're going through that. The priest gets sapped now. Your priest should be dispelling the warrior right now. He should be like this warrior should be clean. 3 dots on warrior right now should happen.
Mm-hmm.
You should have 3 dots on warrior. The fear is fine if you're 3 dots on the warrior, in my opinion, but it's really not needed either. They're going to priest here. which I think is fine as well. He needs to PS right now, which I think he does. What I think though, what your priest can do right now, yeah.
I didn't see the soul link in the. Oh, my pet's dead. That's right. I should have got another pet out too. So life.
Because the thing is, right now, look at your rogue now too. He should be pummeling the warrior right now.
Where's he at? He's on the priest.
He should be letting you sort the priest out. The thing is, if you go back and look at the very start and just look at the buffs that the warrior had when you open on him. So we have the sap coming in now. Yeah, boom. And then your priest goes out. He goes there. Right now, like if he unmounted instantly, the warrior would have been fully clean right now. Full clean from all buffs. Which means that the only thing a priest can do, if the warrior doesn't have any so he's just falling now, which is good, but this also comes slightly too late. I'd also say that the way he's running it right now is not good for you because you can't do anything to help him right now.
If he went this way, I could do so much damage to him.
Yeah, no, he should have gone towards you.
Oh, towards me, okay.
Yeah, so like out. But I think this is also...
notice that and go this way too. Could earlier would have helped.
And now Hero goes to CC, which I think generally maybe not the worst, but I think he should let you be doing this. He should not be doing this, in my opinion. He should just be trucking the warrior.
Should have noticed that when my first pet died, like right here when I fell down my Voidwalker, I should have got a Fellhunter out, not a Voidwalker. I'm not gonna go Voidwalker anymore, like you said. I'm glad you initiated that. Yeah.
It's one of those.
Well, we did it because we kept losing with the Fellhunter. They kept killing my Fellhunter, and then as soon as I switched to Voidwalker, they stopped, and we started like now we're winning. There's another session we had after all of these, by the way. It was like the last week, and we won most of the. We did way better than all of them, right? But Turbo Cleave, the only way we were beating him was when I had a Voidwalker out with the like AoE taunt and everything. But also, you see how I'm playing. I'm not doing it right. That's why I think with the Fellhunter and we go big on him and just kick. That's huge. That's not what we're doing. So that would be perfect.
It's something I noticed as well because I've been doing a fair bit of WLDs with the randoms and stuff. Me and Zero have been playing with a few randoms as WLD, and what we realized is in WLD mirrors, a lot of people go to go pet strat, and it works somewhat when we're playing with warriors that haven't played a lot of WLD, not experienced, and not not at top level. But what happens, when we play with Spank and the WLD goes on my pet, what ends up happening is their warrior pretty much dies, if it doesn't die, Spank just goes on the Druid. So at the point where my pet is dead, they've already lost the game. So it's also about finding opportunities where, okay, they can one-shot the pet if they get to it, but at the same time, what can you do in the meantime?
Okay. I think pet placement is pretty big too. I messed up on that a lot.
It is for sure. You can pocket.
This is the thing that my computer does that fucks up, and I don't know what it's doing.
What the fuck?
I have no clue what it's doing when it does that. I don't know.
It's pointing towards your 3 seconds, bro.
I don't know what. Well, I don't know. No, it's like it's a Windows thing. I don't know what it is. It's a combination of buttons I press, and it does this, and it fucks my shit up. One time I had to start my whole computer up over this.
Oh my god, that's awful.
Good thing they didn't open almost the whole time. I remember that call where did they open? They're like, no. These guys again. So like I said, we're not in here, right? I should park my pet so we can't no stealth. So I go out there. We want to fight out here, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is danger zone.
So what you can do right now is go out. You can go left. You can park a pet and then go a bit right. Yes, just to be further away from your pet.
Oh yeah, I have my phone out this time. Yeah, I don't know what those buttons are though. That's the problem.
So you can say, I think waiting for second like you are is completely fine. But then right now your rogue should be timing down the sacrifice, and he should be sapping the paladin about now. The paladin should be sapped now.
And then we're running in.
Yes.
On the warrior.
And then they're going warrior. Yes. And I think your priest should be there too, with the Shadowword Pain and stuff. RLPs are very, but just something like this, it's just a straight up brawl, and you need to try and make sure that the opener needs to be strong, because if the opener isn't strong, they have a possibility to win. But with a strong opener this comp, I don't think they can win.
Okay. Warrior's dot up this time. Tongues of a shaman.
Tongues, this right now. What you did at the start, perfect. Coil, good. He trinkets that, that's good.
Fear, why I sent my pet in there.
Yeah. I mean,
why did I look like you just now, bro?
That's good. That was good.
Did we finish it though?
To be fair, I think your pal got extremely long in this game. He got fucking destroyed.
I hate this game because sometimes I do this perfectly, but like most of the time I don't. And I don't know why. I don't know what the difference is. I don't know. Like sometimes.
Look at this. Like, now, corruption, agony, siphon with blood fear is good as fuck. Coex, maybe not, but tongues. And right now, look at this.
So just ignore the paladin.
These also bait. Like blanket spell like shamans never do it.
Don't do it.
No.
Why?
Because the only time, like when it would be worth to spell like a shaman is if you wouldn't get MS off, right? That's the only time.
Oh yeah, because he can just wait it out and fucking heal afterwards.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Which means that if you save your spell lock, he gets the MS off. That means after that he needs to start casting heals and you a spell lock up.
Just send my pet after this healer.
This is oh shit, yeah. To be fair though, like your priest got unlucky this game. Oh! Hi Gucci! Bandage! Oh, never mind, you're going for the fucking Philippi.
Sorry, not done that.
Yeah. Oof.
That's fine, that's fine.
Oh, you got Spellstone on. You got Spellstone on, bro!
Yeah.
I know that feel. You got it, though. That's fine.
You saw me try to want it?
Yeah, I saw it. And you got Spellstone on.
I was spamming my wand. Yeah, I was spamming my wand. I'm bad at I'm good at using my spellstone and swapping to my wand, but I'm bad at going, hey, I'm not going to use my spellstone here on this fight, and I should switch my wand.
Yeah, you should swap it. But me personally, I am very bad with swapping to wand. Full stop. There are so many games where I should be swapping to wand. There's so many games where I use spellstone and I don't swap to wand. So I think it's one of those. Obviously, it's bad because you're losing stats, right? So I'm not saying anything about that, but I also think it's one of those things where if it's a fast-paced game, like don't fuck using the one. Like it doesn't matter. Just make sure that you have a spellstone equipped. If you use your spellstone, that's nice. What you can do is obviously you can use a global and then equip the one on the same global. But if you're not used to it, like don't bother because it's so tiny.
I didn't even imp or
any difference whatsoever.
Imp, Voidwalker, or buffs on this game for some reason. Turbs?
No, this is lock, bro.
What?
You sap priest and then the word dice.
I'm tripping. Colorblind. Looks like a blue.
What
did you say to use sap priest and the warrior dice? Okay.
Use sap priest and warrior dice.
So emulated first for some reason. Didn't do in tongues and then fear.
Yeah. But look at this.
Just fucking up my opener per usual. No big deal.
Yeah. Emulate.
Fear.
Yeah.
How they didn't do anything. We're going priest?
I
guess we're going priest.
That's fine. You should have tongues unlocker, display priest. Display priest, no. Oh, no.
Shit in the bed.
Yeah. So this was also a bad game because your rogue got taken out of stealth, so he didn't get the sap. But if you land a sap on the priest here, you all just rush in and the warrior dies.
Yeah, damn, the rogue fell right for that fucking rain of fire.
So immolate is, I mean, I guess it's okay, but then you need agony needs to be up here, corruption needs to be up, siphon needs to be up.
Yeah, sure, I can't wait for my next games.
That's fine as well. But then you need to make sure that those dots are up too, because right now it's only agony up.
Oops.
I mean, if it's an under priest, I think you can go priest as well, but it's just so much easier to sap the priest and then go warrior because they have no chance to recover from that because you have 10 seconds of free damage on the warrior as a lock priest rogue.
Okay.
And then out of that, the priest gets blinded, he trinkets, you coil him, and then after that he gets feared, and then he gets spell locked, and it's just like there's just no way for the Warrior to live, like at all. If you sap the priest and go Warrior.
Okay.
Because priests are unable to top people. Like realistically, like they don't have NS, they don't have anything. So all of their shit is like shield and PS are both like stop incoming damage. But if you can't do that, like they just end up so far behind to the point where they can't do anything.
Okay. This is the last game on here, but it's also been 2 hours, so I think this will be our last one for this session as well.
So good,
hopefully I'm surprised we didn't do WLD. We'll have fresh games in there too, and we can definitely do it live if you want to do it too. I like the VOD review though. It's almost better because you can rewind it. Oh, and it ends with the WLD. Oh, and it's fucking Shades.
Ooh.
And Fark, and I smacked him. I remember this game. You'll be proud. Hey, you'll be proud of this one, bro. We all were hyped for this one.
So right here, generally, sap lock and start Warrior.
Sap lock, go Warrior.
Yeah. Let's see what happens. Ooh, the dude is out. He's playing risky.
RLP eats WLD. Okay, cool. I didn't know that.
It eats WLD until it faces a good WLD, then you get fucked, pretty much.
Yeah, we used to struggle with WLD until we got told to go Warrior. After we figured out just ham Warrior, then it got a lot easier.
Yeah.
So what should we do right now? Are we just running out there? We're waiting for a sap. Never mind. So once the
Yeah,
sap,
you should sap. You should sap lock now. Now you should all go in. You go Warrior. That's fine. Need Dawson Warrior. There we go. Boom. Immolate. Should have been Corruption instead, just because it's instant. Blind on Druid, trinkets. There should be fear on the Druid. That's good. Now you should make sure, like right here, you should chase the Druid again and make sure that he doesn't cast.
Oh, I do.
Oh, and the Warrior's dead. Yeah. Boom. That's how it goes.
Poetry.
So basically, until you start facing better WLDs, like just sap lock and all three of you all in the Warrior. Like
Okay.
blind Druid, if it trinkets, just fucking coil, blanket spell lock, Feldon, blanket spell lock, fear him. Like, you know, just make sure they falls behind on healing and then they spell Warrior and the Warriors dies.
Okay.
But look at this, like, boom, the fear is good. But right now, like, your fear here on the Druid is wasted, right? Completely wasted. Because priest fear is
Oh, yeah,
on.
he still had it right here. Yeah. And then now, I don't have a spell lock. I can just send my pet after him and kick him, and then it's going to secure
Yeah.
him. Right?
And right now, you could coil as well, right? If you coil earlier, he wouldn't even get global through.
Okay.
So it works. Turning Warrior like this and like not really doing much else from the raw point of view as well, you know, like just look at Warrior, do damage to the entire game, works up to a very high rating versus WD.
Is there something that gives you a tell without the rogue having to tell me who is going on? Like this is obviously like we wanted god damn it, to go Warrior, but is there something that tells you that the rogue's going?
Not really. Like you have to be on voice just so you know your rogue is doing really, like to be efficient, because you like trying to guess what the rogue is doing is very, very bad. And also if you're playing properly, like the rogue should lead the game. You should not be leading the game. What you should do is you should have dots on the rogue's target, and outside of that, you should just be doing annoying warlock things like tongues, fearing, you know, like just trying to control the game and controlling the area, whilst the rogue is there to like do damage with your dots. So warlocks do not kill targets. It's always the rogue, or if you play warlock druid,
I'm
the
like
warrior
a utility class, bro. I'm playing more utility. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Control and utility. That actually helps a lot because my PvE Andy brain wants to go zug, you know.
Yeah, and it also makes it so much easier in terms of like damage. Like, do you have your 3 dots up on the main target? Yes. Okay. Now I can start playing my class.
Play. Okay.
Exactly.
That's gonna help a lot. The 3 dots opening and stuff. That's gonna help a ton, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, Ghingis, I love you, bro. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I mean,
guys, we're gonna do a lot of these. My stream was just that. It was a short stream. I wasn't gonna stream today. He just hit me up randomly, so we wanted to do this for you guys. I would like to do more of these. My camera's broken, so I can't turn on. I want to do more of these. We're gonna do more of PvP focused lock talks. We're gonna have a few lock talk episodes coming up where we go over different comps and stuff. we'll have, I play RLP, but we'll have different stuff where people can play, you know, we'll do WLD and we'll do the other classes as well. Cause I'm going to take, after this Lich server opens up here tomorrow, I'm going to hit it pretty hard on the weekend, and then we're going to start doing a lot of PvP action anyway.